One of the biggest issues facing youth in my community is mental health and the lack of resources revolving around mental health.
Homelessness and education access,
educational affordability,
the lack of resources or limited access to resources,
inadequate public transportation, and a lack of urban development,
housing accessibility.
Student loans are kind of lingering and are always on the back burner, and they kind of hold you back in a way where you can't really live your life like how you would like to.
Low wages and the overall prospect of building wealth.
There's always been an issue of gun violence in our neighborhood, but I think right now the lack of gun reform is only worsening the problem.
I think a big focus should be on mentorship and opportunity. A lot of times people do want to do things that someone in their family or someone in their community hasn't done. So I think whether it be through the school system or through a community program or statewide program, that there should be opportunities for students to meet people who are like them.
I think most definitely the administration should focus on education and opportunity. I feel like those are ways for youth to grow and become people and figure out more about who they are. And when there's a lack of those opportunities, it's hard to develop yourself. It's hard to become a leader. It's hard to figure out what you want to do with your life and how you want to interact with other people.
I really believe that we need a solution to gun violence in this country. And I'm in a city where we just had a school shooting, and I see the young people in my community really aching over that.
In terms of housing, I think that's probably one of the biggest ones because, students need houses to be successful and to be able to get through school, and just like the resources that need to be provided for them are like currently not adequate.
So I'm really proud of my community of Evanston, Skokie, Chicago, Illinois, because I know so many kids and teenagers that are constantly using their voice. They're speaking to administration in their schools and saying, hey, we don't have enough products, menstrual products. Hey, we don't feel safe when we're in these rooms.
One of the biggest places I've seen like young people be really motivated is actually within like environmental issues and sustainability.
I see that the youth is leading on the ballot for local elections that we're seeing right now. 2 Gen Z candidates are running for state house representatives here in Georgia.
So the youth in my community, we're really taking a stand against the threat to abolishing the essence of Black history in the public school systems.
The youth and Gen Z are very vital in this country. We are the future and we're important. We need to be seen and we need to be heard. And we also need to be able to work with different generations and just evolve as a country.
I think something that the administration can do to help youth in my community with their mental health would be to provide equitable resources. So regardless of insurance or income, youth can receive help that they need.
Regarding the youth in the Orangeburg community or the South Carolina community, don't count us out. I do realize Gen Z is sometimes chill or we present a don't care attitude. But if you just sit down and talk to us, you will understand that we are passionate about a lot of things.
I wish the administration knew the benefits of a lot of online platforms. I've heard a lot of older adults and leaders and policymakers worry about the use of platforms like TikTok, for example. However, I think it's good to know that I think the administration should know that these platforms have actually brought millions of youth together.
Youth are definitely trying, and we're definitely trying always to make our voices heard, to have change for our communities, and always advocating for the betterment of our communities. And we want to have policymakers work with us to make those changes. And we want policymakers to hear us and actually give us what we need to make our communities better and safer and happier and healthier.